Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today we are on the Pichonnie Valley by Blacksheep Modding, and we're going to be taking a look at everything that we didn't see in the map tour. If you missed part one, you can definitely check that out, linked down below. It's going to show you all of the farms as well as a few points of interest and all the information you need to know about the map. This map offers some pretty wild and crazy production chains, and some which change depending on what mods you have installed, but it doesn't require them. I also want to take a look at a couple points of interest as well so that you guys see some of the main landmarks on the map so you know everything to expect before it's released. So we're actually going to start today at the main store. The store can be found at the bottom left-hand corner of the map right here. Also, Farming Simulator seems to have an issue where sometimes it doesn't want to show the other section. Just turn it on, turn it back off, and you'll see everything you need to see from there. That goes for any map. Our main farm is located right here, almost smack dab in the middle of the map. And to get down here to the shop, we're going to need to follow the main roads up and down and all around, and we will find ourselves to this opening right here. We're going to go in, and we're going to head to the right. Now we have not one, but I think two full interiors for this. So here's the inside of the shop itself. I'm going to zoom out just a hair so you can kind of see a little bit more. We'll get a little bit more into the shot here. All kinds of stuff. Check that out. I can't read that. It's not English, but maybe you can. I assume it's in French since this is a French map. You've got some brochures for New Holland as well as the K brand, which I can't say because YouTube thinks that is a derogatory term, so we just stay away from that. We got lizard boots. If you need some lizard boots, all kinds of stuff in here. I think it's really neat that they've put together a full interior. And then this dude right here. Don't worry, you can't do anything there. Yeah, by the way, we also have fact sheets as well. The only interactable thing in the store is going to be the shop icons. We click that, and then whenever we click back out of it, we are left facing that way. Wow. We're going to head out. We're going to crank a right. By the way, I love that the area here looks like it's actually worked in, and well, that continues in the main shop because the shop is pretty wild and crazy. So in here, we're going to work on anything that is in this area. So if it's outside or inside, you are good to go. But it is busy in here, like really busy. I'm going to have to turn on my flight mode just to show you guys everything. Look at all the stuff. You are able to get in and out of here easily, but you may have to jump over a few things. You've got the windows over there. I believe those are from one of Blacksheep Modding's mods. You got T7s all over the place. I love that. That's so cool. Got a TA right there as well. Absolutely loving it. Another baler, of course. So they are utilizing some assets that Blacksheep Modding have created in other mods to do that. That's pretty neat. And then outside, so here we can see we got a K-branded stuff there, and then we've got some New Holland stuff as well. So quite a few models. We can't drive any of this stuff, but it is pretty cool that it's even here to begin with. As far as ownable lands down here, if we take a look at farmland, so all of this is off limits, but we do have Field 44 there, and we have some productions all around it. And where do vehicles appear whenever we purchase them? Well, they're going to appear over here. So you have a humongous space for purchasing vehicles, resetting things, all that kind of stuff. Should have more than enough room to do everything you need to do. You may have also seen we have a full train system on the map too. So we've got the full train system. It's going to go from the left-hand side all the way down and around to the right-hand side. Train rental points can be found along the way. Of course, we've got one right here in front of us, but we've also got one a little further down as well, and I believe those are the only two. Additionally, for the train system, we have a silo here, so you are able to bring stuff over, drop it off, and then get it all with the train, which is very, very cool. Let's rent the train and see what she looks like. While we wait on said train, I did want to show you guys there is also a loading dock over here as well. So you are able to load things up onto the trains much easier. This is where one of the purchase points is, or to rental points, so you can bring stuff up, use a pallet fork, whatever. Drop stuff off on the train, you're good to go. Well, at least now we know which way the train comes from. It's going to come from down at the bottom right and goes left. And here it comes. Check out the train. Choo-choo. Yeah. That is a very cool looking train right there. Check out those cars, man. It's looking good. Let's catch up to him. I think it's really neat how they've got the train system going through here. So it will cut off to the right here so that you are able to go up under the silo, do all your good stuff, control things, and load stuff up onto the train. Boom. Right there it is. That's a pretty locomotive. Let's see if we can tab into it real quick. There we go. Turn it on. Oh, yeah. Ha-ha, yeah. So here it is. And if it matters to you, you're able to hold up to 300,000 liters across the 3 multi bins. Yeah, pretty cool. You know what? I think I'm just going to drop it up right here. Oh, I can't stop it. All right. Well, that's that. Moving on. Let's talk productions now because there's a bunch of really cool stuff and quite a few things that I cannot wait to show you. So we're going to jump in here, head down to productions, this one, and we have none owned by default whenever we start off the map. But we have a lot that we could buy, but this is not all of them. Depending on different areas that you purchase around the map, you will get access to more. But these are kind of the main ones, and then the other ones just kind of branch off from there. So we're just going to kind of start, I guess, with the top and work our way down. So the first one is going to be found right here at the top of the map, and it is the Artisanal Agro Enterprise. Here we're able to take things like water and fish byproduct or other things like water, lime, and manure, and we can create a few things. So you can see right here, we've got sustainable solid fertilizer, for example, but we can also do regular herbicide or liquid fertilizer as well. And just like a lot of the productions on the map, this has got some pretty cool stuff going on. So inside is where we're going to find everything. So this is where we can purchase the point and manage it, water input, all the inputs for the other bits and bobs. We've also got our pallet spawn right there. At least I think that's the pallet spawn. Maybe that's pallet drop off. There's a pallet spawn. Oh, it's right here. My bad. We'll come in here. We can purchase this. Boom, $250,000. Thank goodness I sold all of that winter wheat. And now you can see we've got another one that pops up over here to our left. And what is this, you may ask? Well, this one is the animal feed production. So you saw when we purchase this, we get this as well. It doesn't say in the mod description which ones you can get when purchasing what, but as you can see in here, we can make pig feed and mineral feed, and we can make that out of different bits and bobs. Pretty cool. The next one is down here on the right-hand side, and this is our BGA. As per usual, we're going to be making electric charge methane and digestate, depending on what you put in here. You can do a lot. Alfalfa, alfalfa hay, alfalfa silage, clover, clover hay, clover silage, green rye, manure, silage, slurry, and sugar beet cut. Well, that's about it. Not so much the layout, but, well, a little bit of the layout, to be fair. Some of this should look familiar to you. Some of it may be a little bit new, but if we go take a look at it, BGA, here we go. You got all this stuff. We do not get an extra production chain with that, though. Next on our list, we are back over at the main shop, and it is going to be our carpentry. Oh, sorry, my dude. Go ahead. My bad. We'll come around in here. You can see, of course, we've got a place where you sell your wood, place to drop everything off, and then we've got a place for our pallets to spawn. Let's go ahead. Oh, I don't have enough money. Extra 900 million should do the trick. Let's go ahead and purchase that. There you go. And you may have heard the sounds change. Once you turn everything off, our sounds will change. So, of course, we're going to be selling right there, clicking that button to sell, dump it out. So, nothing's really changed other than the noises that this thing makes. And if it's making too much noise for you and you're over here a lot for some reason, well, you can simply buy it and that'll make it quit. This one, again, you don't get anything extra with it, but you do get to make barrels, bathtubs, buckets, furniture, and wood chips. Just north of that, we have our cement factory right here where we can make some very neat stuff. So first thing we want to do is we want to buy it, 250 grand for that, and we could go in here and monitor it. We can make cement bricks, cement bags, and roof plates so that you can do all of that good stuff. Nothing else is gained with it, but it is a really cool area. Check this out. You got this, which kind of puts all the pallets up under the building there. You get your propane gas over here. I don't believe we have propane on the map itself, but it still looks neat nonetheless. Now we're going to go up further north even from there, and we have our bakery. This one is very, very neat. Artisanal bakery stuff, as a matter of fact. Check out this building. Another custom building, looking fantastic. Go there, look at this. He's ready to serve up some bread. I want that one. Oh, I love croissants. And we'll just buy it and make our own. How about that? $70,000 for that one. We'll pop in, take a look, and see what we can do. As a matter of fact, I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. There you go. So we can make bread out of ancient flour. Ooh, we haven't seen how to make that yet. We'll have to take a look at that. We also have our regular bread from flour and rice, and then flour and rice cakes. Well, yeah, and you might see some new types of milk and butter in there as well. We'll show you how to make those here in just a moment. The next one is super duper cool. Like, just like hands down, epic. Absolutely epic. The fish farming pond. I haven't even looked at it on the map yet because I was so excited when I saw it. I was like, oh, it's next. So this is our fish farming pond. And this is one of the ones where if you're just playing the game, you're all good. No worries. But if you have the Highlands Fishing DLC, you can actually do regular fish food. So we are able to make fish food on this map, and it will make the regular fish food pallets from the Highlands Fishing DLC. But if you don't have that installed, it does a generic fish food pallet. They're both the same. They both work exactly the same. I don't know how they did it. I'm sure the file names are the same or something like that. But regardless, it doesn't matter if you've got one or the other. Everything is cool. I do not have it installed, so we're not going to worry about that. We are going to drop down to the ground, though, and we're going to come over here because we get like 2 or 3 or 4 extra productions just from buying the fish pond. So this one's found almost direct center of the map and is very close to the main farm here as well, although you do kind of have to get a little bit of a drive up to it. Whenever we buy this, we actually get the whole land area around it. So it looks like, was that 5 production chains popped up? That's ridiculous. But we're able to do everything from start to finish, which is super duper neat. However, that chain starts right in here, where we have not 1, not 2, but 3 different production chains just inside this building. So all 6 of these productions include the fish farming pond itself. We also have the fish processing workshop. Above that, the fish smokehouse, the fish hatchery, the fish feed production, and then the food ice cube manufacturing. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat indeed. So we need fish food, so we'll kind of start with that one where we could make our fish food. We've got canola oil, corn, and spring wheat in, and it will give us fish food. We actually get a lot more for our money with this than we would with anything else, so I appreciate that. Next, we need little baby fishies, and that's where this comes into play. We have the rainbow trout fry. 4 fish food gives you 2 fish. So there's that. Fish food in, you get fish. Cool beans. And those products will be right there. Then we will take those fish fries and we'll bring them over here and drop them off finally into our fish pond. So in here, we got the fish rainbow trout fry in and fish food, and that's going to give us salmon trout. There you go. The names are all over the place. Is there a thing called a salmon trout? I don't know. All I know is we get it. There you go. And then once that happens, then you have to get the fish out with this crane right here. It's super duper neat. What you'll do, we'll do the jump. I don't have any fish food right now, and I apologize. But what we do is we take this, you dip it down in, and then you hit left stick or your trigger, whatever it is, to like load things. It will load up some fish on here. As a matter of fact, I could probably cheat some in. I think I can. Yep, I have cheated in the fish, even though they're not visible. They would be, but I've cheated. And then you spin around and you drop off the fish. Oh, went too far. You drop the fish off in here. So we'll open that. Come on, open it up. There we go. Yeah, all right. Can we do this again? Save a trout. Ew. The fish will like bounce around and stuff. It's pretty cool. But you drop them into there, and this will be how we get everything packaged up. And I do believe you have to do the majority of this. So that's going to bring us over to the next point, which is the fish processing workshop. With this one, we're going to be taking in the salmon trout, and we need food grade crushed ice. So we're going to have to go get ourselves some ice, and then from there we get the chilled salmon trout. Now we're back over here. This is why all of this is all in one place together. We got to come over here, and we need ice. So you put water in, and you get ice out, and that's how that works. You'll get a pallet of ice, and then you'll just take it and bring it over here, or you could just have it distribute, which is all good. Drop off your ice there, fish go over there, and then your pallets of fish go there. There's one more as well right here, the chilled salmon trout and wood. So we do still have to get the trout, salmon trout on ice. And then from here, we will make fish byproduct and smoked salmon trout. And from there, you can sell both of those things. Now, you can also sell things at different stages as well. So if you prefer to sell that. You can also sell the fish food. We've got the fish byproduct, which we can sell. Here's our rainbow trout fry. Unfortunately, those are only going to be going into the fish pond themselves. We got our salmon trout here. Unfortunately, those are only going to be sold to the fish processing workshop. Smoked salmon trout, of course, this can go just about anywhere. So you're going to have to kind of do a little bit of work with these fish here. Now, the fish are not the exact same ones that are in the Highlands fishing expansion, only the fish food. So be aware of that. I fell in. Darn it. So you can see just by buying one production, we actually get 6 here. This is the most crazy one. And these won't show up, by the way, unless you have the fish pond. So from the fishery, we're going to go down just a little bit, and we're going to the mill. The mill is where we can do some pretty neat stuff with flowers. We have a full interior thing here. It is running right now, but we need to purchase it, and now it's not running anymore. Oh, so nice. So in here, this is where we can make ancient flour, or rice flour. So how do we make ancient flour? Well, we need either rye, spelt, or triticale. And with those, we can make our ancient flour to take to the bakery. Otherwise, it's a pretty standard thing. I mean, the productions are very cool. I'm a big fan of productions and Farming Simulator to begin with. It is Production Simulator when I'm playing, so you guys know that. Oh, did both doors open at the same time? Oh, that door doesn't have a trigger on it. I can't close that door now. What is going on? I'm in the upside down. Oh no. Well, I guess I'll just have to get over that. Really nice place in here. It's just kind of more for role play style and that type of thing, but still very, very neat and very, very cool. And then we also have the drop point for stuff right here as well. Very neat. By drop point, I mean this is where you like dump your grains and stuff. It's connected. The next one is super neat as well. It is a big, big place. This is, I don't know how to say that. Number 2. Yeah. This is a dairy, and it takes up a lot of room. So, like, for example, here's our store, and here's this place. To be fair, the only place that we can actually get in with an interior is, like, this small section here. But we can get in there. So the first thing we need to do is we need to buy the place. Actually, you don't have to buy it. You can actually just kind of go in there, but it is much easier if you do buy it. So we're going to buy that. We're going to come up here and go inside the warehouse. Check this out. It's at the warehouse, man. We've got all of the bays. What is that? 8 and 9 bays that you can open up, plus one that goes straight up with the pedestrian walkway. So in here is where we're going to find all the goodies that get made from this place. And this is where we get our custom butter, custom cow's milk, and 2 different containers setups here as well. So boom, there you go. You can either go with the that one, yep, or the blue one. And all you got to do is deliver milk, 2 million liters input, and then our outputs are going to be 70, 96, and 96. They're going to be making milk pretty quick, especially if you're bringing 2 million liters in. We have places for spawns. We've got auto-load pallet racking systems. Is a very neat place indeed. A wonderful place to, well, pretend like you work here, I guess. We also have our storage here, which we can turn on and off the storage. So if you just want it to be regular pallets and do it yourself, you could do that. Or if you want it to be auto-loaded, you could do that as well. And then we have the humongous, and I mean humongous, trigger here at the very front where everything's going to spawn for you. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. So this is where you'll get your regular products, and then you can deliver them into the pallets, and then you get them out over there. Make sense? Makes sense. And then from there, we can actually open up. Well, can't open that one. But we can open up that one and all the ones to the left of us, I believe. Yeah. So you can actually back in your trucks, do all that kind of stuff. We got a couple with covered areas. We've even got a covered truck container rather, that shows you how it's supposed to be. So this should make like loading up that Chrome trailer and maybe any mods that are very similar to it. Very neat indeed. Or if you've got an auto-loading pallet trailer, you could still load it manually, but you don't have to overload it manually. You could just sell all the stuff automatically. Still kind of neat. Still very, very cool. And that is where you get all of that. We could go around the entire outside of this place, but really, truly, where this stops, that vent right there, that's kind of the back. And then the rest of the building, at least all of this, does not have an interior. but because it does so much, I believe that's why they've made it so large. It's also based off of a real place, so there's that as well. What do you think about that? Pretty interesting, isn't it? We do also have a little bit of glass here. We can kind of see in slightly, but there's really nothing going on in there. We do have the drop point in the front, though. So if you need to drop your milk, that is where you're going to be doing that. Otherwise, everything else, all the fun stuff happens in there. Again, you can open up all those extra doors there. I think that's, what, 7 doors that you can open total out of the 9. It's not too bad. Who's next? The oil maker. This one is going to be located almost in the middle on the right-hand side of the map here by Farmland 116. And this is what we get to see right here. It is the father-son oil maker. It's kind of the English translation of it is slightly interesting. So we have the miller oil maker, and then it says, I believe, from father to son. Yeah. Anyway, pallets of stuff, all the goodies over there. We can purchase this place here for $300,000. Inputs for your bulk materials, and I don't know if we can get in these buildings here. Some buildings around the map you can, like, well, this one, for example. But that door cannot. So we do have plenty of stuff over here. Quite a few of the buildings have areas where you can like park vehicles and anything. You can like pretend that you actually own this production chain, which is very cool. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it as an interior, but it's got an interior as well. I mean, more than half of the productions do. So it's I don't know, it's not even a special thing on the map. It's just a thing. Super cool, man. Very, very cool indeed. What can we do here? I love the outside of this place. Well, from this one, we're able to make all of our oil. So canola oil, grape juice. We have grape juice in a barrel, manure, and the byproduct. Old style mustard pallet. We have olive oil, raisins, rice oil, and sunflower oil. And then you just kind of choose the one that you want here. So I want old style mustard pallet. So mustard in as a crop, and then we get the old style mustard out. Grape juice in a barrel. We need grapes, and we need barrels, which are made from the base game. And then we get grape juice out, and we also get a little bit of manure. It's fertilizer. Only the 5 to go here. Next one's going to be our potato processing plant. It is just going to be to the left of where we just were, right here. And whenever you spawn in, you're actually going to spawn in the inside. And you're going to have to find your way out. So like, there we go. Oh boy, I'm flying. Hang on. Gotta love it. We'll put that down. Let's open this up, and we are able to get in here. We're going to drop off bulk over here, right to the back of it. So potatoes going in there, and then a little bit there as well. We'll come here. Pallets are going to spawn there, and right here for the front. There we go. We'll go ahead and purchase that. And as you can see, we can do French fries and potato chips, which can be done here. We need oils and we need potatoes. So depending on which one you go for, is going to be a different amount of oil to potato ratio. So out back, potatoes over there, oil's over here. All that other stuff is going to come out right there. Deal? Deal. Next one up is our sawmill. Quit staring at me, dude. Here's the outside. I don't want to say that word out loud because I feel like I get in trouble. This one is kind of middle and down. This is also where we've got a spot for the train, so you can rent the train here. We do have Noah, which we're not going to talk to him because it creeps me out. And then, of course, we have our sawmill itself. It is a very, very large sawmill. Most of them are, but at the end of the day, pretty simple stuff overall. So we'll just kind of run around real quick. Obviously, out front, we've got a place where all of our pallets are going to spawn. Over here, we have a dump point for the wood, and then we have the trigger that is going to sell the wood. Let's go over here and see what all we can do. What's up, Noah? Don't look at me. Planks long, prefab wall, and wood beams. Nice and simple. 3 more to go. We got the soup factory next, and it is over here right beside our shop. So we take a look at that bottom left-hand corner. You're going to see it. Bam, right there. That is the other production that's going to be down here. We've got a dump spot over there. Pallet spawn point out front. Purchased it for $350,000. Pretty expensive. Carrot soup, parsnip soup, potatoes, red beet soup, and the triple soup, which is carrots, parsnips, and red beets. As far as I can tell, there's nothing different about this one than what we've got base game. It's just a production so that you can process things further. Up next is our spinnery right here, showing off in pink instead of blue. But when we click it, there you go. We've got everything. Again, sounds change. We got the stuff that spawns right there. You're going to dump all of your materials there, and we can do our fabric, cotton, and fabric wool. Nothing really wild and crazy with this one. Oh yeah, there's one more production over here at the store that I forgot about. It is our sugar mill. Hey, right here. Again, it is very neat that we've got productions just right here at the shop. Ooh, parking. I'm just gonna put that right there. ADHD takes over sometimes, man. I don't know what to tell you. $200,000 will get you that one, and then you can type in sugar beets cut, regular sugar beets, and sugar cane, and you get your sugar out. And now we own every single production on the map. If you're on PC, there is another way to do this as well. You can just set the farmland owner to my farm or all with the easy dev controls, and from there you will also get some extra stuff in here too. So of course we got to see like the sugar mill down there. That's where we just were, and then everything north of that as well. We talked about the animal feed and the fish feed and things like that, but there are a couple greenhouses that come with other farms. So 4 of those greenhouses are going to come with this farmland right here, farmland 56. It's kind of a middle bottom right-ish. Also from this screen you can also see what you can buy and what you can't buy. Totally cool. And then if we go down, our other one is going to be right here with one of the other farms that we have. This is also one of the farms that has a house on it right here, farmland 117. So you are able to get that with the greenhouse and a house on it as well. And that, my friends, is all of the production chains on the Pichonnie Valley. Everything is made to work together. The new crops are utilized quite a bit in those productions, whether it be 1, 2, or 3 different things that you could do with them. Dairy is a big deal. Always very cool to see stuff like that. A huge fan. I think the fishery right here, the fish pond, I think this is one of the coolest things that's added to the map, because you've got extra waterways that look very cool, but when you buy 1 production chain, you get 6. That's super neat. And I imagine as well, if you've got a selling point, like a Schultz Modding sell point or something like that, a generic sell point that does everything, you'll probably be able to sell a lot more things without having to process them any further. So you can do that. You do own this land as well. Whenever you buy this production chain, the fish farm, you get the land that's with it. So you can place something down somewhere and be good to go. Look at that crane picking up the fish. So neat. Sell points are pretty neat around the map as well. I think we showed off a few of these already, but the sell points are not kind of what you think they would be. If you're not using the production chains, for example, like this one right here where you've got the smaller farm with the greenhouses, they've also got a farm shop on site, so you are able to sell things here. There's also buildable things that you could do on the map. So here on Farmland 115, if you buy that, we also have the farm garage right beside it, but that farm garage is going to need to be built first. That's what it's going to look like when it's all done then. So it looks very nice. If we make our way up into the village here, we've got just a generic sell point right about here, just actually right across, well, not too far anyway, from one of your productions. And if we go just north of that with Farmland 96, this also has a buildable house on the lot. So if you wanted to start off from scratch, but you wanted to build your house, it's $700 to buy this plot of land. And all you got to do is deliver stuff and build your house. And that's what the house will look like when you're all said and done with that one. Pretty neat, huh? Got another generic sell point for you up here near the top end of the map. It's actually over right close to the main farm. Well, kinda. It's right up here. Oh, and a soccer game as well. And can you play soccer? Yes, you can. Can you? Uh-huh. All you gotta do is come over here. We want to reset there we go. Reset the field, and then we should be able to, yeah, we could play football like we could on, what was it, Zilonka, I believe was the map that you could play soccer on. Oh, come on. Boop. Yeah. 1-0. I could be on here for forever. So much fun. A lot of good times can be had. You've got your, well, I don't know what any of this is. Quit going that way. Go in. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. And of course, the ball will reset back over to the middle. And then when you're all done, I guess we can run back over here. click reset, and it resets the score. Pretty sweet, huh? It's very cool that they implemented that. No b-ball outside the school, though. There is another thing as well, and it is a collectible hunt. So, they do say to set off in search of the collectibles scattered around the map, and then you can solve a series of riddles to recover the 20 pieces of the Mill Museum. And once rebuilt, you discover the museum's final secret, along with a well-deserved reward. Now, I'm not going to get into that right now, because I've been asked not to, so I will oblige. But once the map is out, we'll definitely be taking a look at that. So get subscribed, that way you don't miss it. So for those of you that have watched to the very end of the video, there's one more thing that I want to show you, which I find super duper cool. So when you've got a bunch of cows, they will make poo. And when they make poo, there's going to be poo all over the place. I think there's actually poo in more places than there should be right now. But maybe that's just me. We have got our tipper right here, and we are going to bring it in real low right here. You see, nothing's picking up, but the thing is, the poo is actually in a fill plane, which is really neat. So if I raise this up to like here, it's not in that plane anymore. We actually have to bring it down a little bit to about right there. Once we've got it that far down, click left stick, just like you would on a manure heap outside the building or something like that. When you do that, it starts to fill up. Very cool. And you see, up, we got it too far away now. Get it down below. Nothing's happening. There we go. A little bit of it. I think as long as the front loader there is going to be kind of close to it, I think you'll be a-okay. And this works throughout the entire shop as well, or the cow pen, which I find pretty cool. I think it's kind of neat. And then once you've got your manure, there is a specific place for it. Now, if you got a silo or something out here, which is probably what I would do, you could do that. But there is a spot specifically for manure, and it is right here. They've made a pit for it, and you just kind of dump it out in there. And then you go get some more. And then whenever you're ready, you can actually drive down here with a trailer or something like that, and you can load it up manually if you would like. Now, do you have to do that? Probably not. Let's see, that deleted that. Oh, it deleted the house too. Uh-oh. Redo. Whew, there we go. All good. New save game saves everything. And it's back. Sweet. So that is everything I've got for you for now, but I'm very interested to see what you would like to see next. Obviously, I've shown off around the farm, showed you guys where everything is, showed you the different farmyards, the different layouts, the production chains, sell points, some really cool stuff that you can do, points of interest, and things like that. But there's always something that somebody wants to see that I didn't show because, well, for one reason or another. Maybe I didn't think about it. Maybe I didn't think that it was important enough. This is your time to shine. Let me know down in the comments what you would like to see. I can tell you that the buildings are part of their own pack, which is why I haven't shown this off yet, because they're part of a mod pack that's not even out yet. So we're not going to worry about that too much for now. We'll wait until this map is out along with the required mods so that I could show you those individually. In my opinion, this main farmyard and just what Blacksheep Modding have been able to do is an absolute work of art, and I'm so excited to be able to play on this map, and I'm extremely humbled that they showed it to me early and allowed me to show you early. I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, join the DjGoHam fam, double check your notifications, that way you never miss videos like this one. You never know what I'm gonna drop. Hey, again, don't forget, let me know if there's anything else you would like to see, or maybe something explained a little bit better. Happy to help you guys out, and I will make the appropriate videos accordingly. Hope you have an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you in the next one.